Hey everyone, Gil here at Camp Patton Family Compound. I'm in the laundry room. I got a project to do here. But what I'm doing is, got a little, I think it's an ingenious project, but I'm not sure. So let me switch around so I get on the other side so I can see what I'm videoing. All right, so this piece here. This is set up with 3" on here. And then I can go immediately from this 3" back up to the 4" tubing that's going to go to a blower. The bottom here, this here is the 3" fitting that's glued into, because that glues into this here. But this out here, 4" pipe will go around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in the floor and run a piece of 4" pipe through, down, and move the insulation out of the way, through the insulation, cut a hole in the plastic below it to run it down underneath the house. I got more fittings to go on there. But today I just want to try to get this in there so I get the hole figured out so I can sit this wherever it goes down in there. Now there is one problem back here. Let's see if I can get over here and spot it over here. Yeah, it's not. Let me get the flashlight here on it. See those little X's on the floor? Those are where the screws are that go into the stud. So about 3/4 to an inch away from the wall is that where the edge of my hole can be, because I don't want to cut through that stud. I mean, not studs. Studs are in the wall, joists are in the floor. So I don't want to cut through that joist. So I'm going to try to set this up so I can measure this and cut this down there for the hole to go in. So I'm going to take a pause here while I get things set up and see how it goes. Okay, I did some measuring on the other side there. About 3" is where the edge of the stud should be. And so I marked it there at 3 1/8 because I got a 1/2" sheet of sheetrock, or 3/8 piece of sheetrock here. So that should give me plenty of clearance there. So I'm going to go ahead and drill a pilot hole just off of that so I can see how close I am to it. So let me get set up for that pilot hole. All right, I'm going to be drilling with an 1¼ hole saw here. I pull it out to get any sawdust, help get sawdust out of it, so I'm not just burning sawdust. Okay, there we go. Let me move the light around here. And that is right on the edge of the stud. I mean, I'm maybe a 1/16 of an inch off of the stud here. So now I know, or stud joist, sorry, off the joist. So now I know where to put the, how I'm going to drill the big one. So let me swap out drill bits and I'll bring the other one over here and we'll get back at it. All right, so I got my drill attached to, my hole saw attached to my drill. I'm going to go over the edge here and put it in there. This is a 5" hole saw. It's tight, so it's not easy for me to get down in here. it likes to bind up here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, I got a good mark on it there. I'm going to take a drill with an 1/8 inch bit on it, drill bit, and in that circle I'm going to drill a bunch of holes to take care of it, most of it, because there's a lot of torque on that 5" trying to go around it. Alright, I'm going to try doing some drilling now, just to see how this works. I'm going to switch up and try a bigger drill bit, see how it works in the hole. Yeah, I think I'll go with the bigger one. Man, what I really need is my Milwaukee massive drill down here, but it won't fit. All right, cool. Get this down here to show you guys what I'm seeing. So the sawdust is sitting down there on top of the underliner there, so I just go right on through that fairly easy, and it'll work out pretty good. All right, taking a break, and we'll come back in a minute after I get everything set up. All right, so I cut a hole. Let me turn this around. Maybe I can get it so it's, yeah, there. See, it lines up. It actually lines up. I know it's going to turn sideways on your monitor, but so I cut a hole through the plastic underlayment in the thing, and the way I did it, I took the 4-inch pipe here and I taped 5 razor blades on it. And it went through so slick and fast because these were brand new, really sharp blades. And so I just lowered it down in straight and pushed it on. It just kind of dropped right through. I hardly felt any resistance until I got the blade hit, until the plastic hit this part here. And then I just pulled it back up, turned it a little bit, pushed it, did that a couple times. And then I pulled it back up and I just kind of turned it as I pushed down through, and it just cut right through like a hot knife through butter. I probably could have just turned it at the beginning just so it would have cut right on through. So now I'm ready to trim this pipe to the length I need it, glue it onto the bottom side here, and then I can put it down and get everything glued together. Then I can stick it down in there, and then I can work on running up the tubing from here up to somewhere up around in here. I may go all the way up to close to the ceiling here above the bar there, and mount the fan unit on there. And I'll show what that fan unit looks like later here. But yeah, I'm going through at it one step at a time. I feel that since I'm taking it nice and slow and doing it slow and double checking all my stuff, I should still have it done by Wednesday night. It's Monday right now. So if I have it all done and installed by Wednesday above here, it'll work blowing down in. But I have some other stuff that I need to put on the bottom, and I'll show you that a little bit later in the video. All right, so I have everything in the house hooked up. This is a 235 cubic feet per minute, 4-inch duct fan. It has, let's see if I can expose it here, has a speed controller on it, so I can slow it down. Right now I got it running at full tilt because it's supposed to be really cool down. Let's see if it makes any difference with the water under the house when I start bringing it in. You know, turn on the valve and it starts coming in. So yeah, it goes down, and the only thing I need to do under the house, I got a T to go on the bottom of the 4-inch pipe, and then I have 2 of these that'll keep spiders and stuff from coming back up in when it's not on, and that'll go on each side of the T, so it also directs the air around a little bit more efficiently to where I want it at. Alrighty, that's it for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link right up in this corner right up here for my other channel. Grayman Prepping is doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'll put another video down here in the bottom that you might be interested in. I'll put a link to Grayman Prepping up over here, and then down in the bottom corner by the stud finder there I will put a link to this channel for those that haven't subscribed.